Hello everybody, Papa Blue Shirt here. I wanted to show you the difference in the size of a container, how it affects how big your plant grows, and in the end, ultimately, how big your fruit grows. Stay tuned for this episode. Alrighty, as you look here, this plant here is about 18 inches tall, and it's got 3 nice sized peppers on it. I just took this one off here, and so that's about an 18-inch plant planted in a half-gallon pot. This pot's only about a quart, and you can see this one here is growing. It's getting halfway decent, but it's still a lot smaller. And this is the size, the difference in the fruit. Big difference. One of the differences I did here is I did put some worms in there, and so it has its own little ecosystem, and the worms are fertilizing it, so they did get a little bit bigger that way. But I think the main reason why there's a size difference was because of the size of the pot. And here you can see the difference. Let me pull this one up so it's even with this one. You can see the difference in size. This one, the leaves don't look real well on it, but the size of the pot really affects how big the plant will get. And those of you that have been gardening for a while, you already know that. Something you figured out a long time ago. But as I was doing my grow room here, I was looking for small varieties that would stay within the height that I have here. And I figured out that you can control the height by how big you have the pot. And then, of course, some of these peppers, they're growing to the ceiling here, but once they fruit and they get done, I'm going to prune them back to the height that I want, and then most of the growth will happen down below that height. Like I got one here, that the pepper back there, I pruned that one to a height, and most of the growth is down from the height where I pruned it. You can see this one here. I pruned this one till it was only about 6 inches tall. And you can see most of the growth is happening down below where I pruned it. I got it sitting up on top of the thing here so it gets nice intense light for a while. And as it gets a little bigger, I'll move it down. So that's another way you can control the size. When it gets to the size you want, just prune it back and it'll want to stay at that height. So that's how the size of the container determines how big your plant will be. I got a few here, like this one here. It's looking really good. There's a lot of room here, and so that'll stay small enough. And then I got ones back here that are really high and going up in the ceiling. And those are tomato plants. I'm trying to grow some bigger tomatoes. And as soon as I harvest it for the first time, I'll prune those back, and then we'll see how they do again. Anyways, hopefully this was helpful for you. This is Papa Blue Shirt. Be sure to like and subscribe, and may the good Lord take a liking to you.
May the good Lord take a liking to you. Hallelujah. May He spread His blessings on your trail. Hallelujah. May He be your guide anywhere you ride, and be always your host when you're needing Him most. May the good Lord take a liking.